The final frontier of free speech.
Views and opinions expressed on this program are those of the hosts and guests and do not necessarily reflect those of Vegas Allnet Radio, its affiliates, or its parent company.
Well, good evening, Las Vegas, and good evening to the world. It's Thursday night, 7 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, which means it's time to unwrap the city of Las Vegas. It's time for Vegas Unwrapped. And without further ado, here's the host of the show, Mr. Aaron Phillips, the Cash Man, Ricky Cash, John the JPEG Styles, and yours truly, the Bobcat. Good evening, guys.
Good evening, Bobcat. Thank you very much for welcoming in our listeners. You are listening to Vegas Unwrapped. You're on the all-new Vegas Allnet Radio. Best shows, best variety on the internet, Mr. Cash. What do you got to say about them apples?
We survived the flood.
You know why?
The flood of 2015.
Yeah, so far. But the Strip didn't and downtown didn't. They got deluged with a ton of water. But about 2 hours ago, I snuck out the back door.
I saw it.
Did you see my picture?
Yeah, of course.
Captured the picture of a double rainbow northeast of our office. And
little hard to see the second one.
It was, yeah, but if it's it was to the left.
I know
there's a
little burst of light in the picture.
It's there. It was absolutely beautiful. But yeah, so tremendous rains fell this afternoon. I don't think we're out of the woods yet because it's still rather humid outside and a little cloudy to the north and the northwest of us. But that's okay. The rain we need it. We're getting it, and thank goodness for that. By the way,
especially for what's coming this weekend.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, we're back to late June, early July.
We're back in the pool this weekend.
Yeah.
Right? 110, 12 degrees on Sunday.
Something like
Saturday,
that.
107, 8, 9.
Maybe even Styles will come out.
Nah. He's frail in the sun.
I got my own pool. What the hell would I come all the way over there, man?
How about... I don't know. Never mind.
Never mind. Don't even go there. Hey, by the way, want to not congratulate, but want to recognize today is National Left-Handers Day.
No.
Yes.
Southpaw Day.
Yes, it is Southpaw Day. Oh.
What?
Did you not see what he just did?
No, I missed it.
I just ruined doing it with Styles inadvertently without realizing it.
Oh, he threw it away, huh? Oh, man. Well, that's all right.
You can expand on it.
We don't need his segment anyway.
Should we start the Should we start the show over? And we'll edit. You know what? We'll edit that out of the audio. That's all. We'll edit my version out. Anyway, welcome to Vegas Unwrapped. We appreciate you taking time to be with us, whether you're listening to us on your desktop, your laptop, your iPad, iPod, or just as important, the downloadable phone app. And if you want to know what that is, just go to your store on your phone, whether you have an Android or an iPhone. Look for Vegas Allnet Radio or VANR and download the app. What are you looking at?
Phones have stores?
Yeah, sure.
What kind of stores?
They're called phone stores, game stores.
No.
Yeah.
What kind of phones? What?
Yeah.
No.
By the way,
what can you get there?
Stuff.
They sell candy?
Candy Crush.
Ice cream?
I don't know if there's an ice cream.
That wasn't bad. That was
You like that one?
Yeah, I like that a lot.
I was trying to come up with whether there was...
I can't dumb it down any longer because that was a pretty good... There it is.
Is there an ice cream app? I'm sure there's got to be an ice cream app, like where to get the best flavor. They're still working on it? Yeah. All right. So anyway, download your app.
Soda Crush.
Yeah, exactly. Take us with you if you're not in front of a computer. We appreciate it. And, of course, if you listen to the show live, don't worry. Don't lose any sleep over it. We've got the archives up. Well, we have YouTube on the Vegas Allnet Radio YouTube channel as well as the Vegas Unwrapped YouTube channel. So we've got all kinds of places you can catch up on. What?
Trust me, nobody's ever lost any sleep over Vegas Unwrapped.
I'd like to think so.
Jeez. That's not true. I have.
Me too. But somebody tends to find.
Who do you think edits these videos?
All right, on tonight's show, it's not just our craziness.
No.
Coming up after the break, we're going to wax nostalgic about roller derby.
Get into some history.
Yes. Now we have supported the women's flat track roller derby folks out here
pretty much since they started.
Yeah, it's the Sin City Roller Girls. We used to actually do their. During their event PA calling as public address announcers, and of course supported them here, had many of them on the show. But that's flat track.
Yeah.
We're going back to the original. We're talking bank track.
Bank track.
Roller derby. Real roller derby where chairs would fly. Like a little WWE mixed into roller derby.
Where do you think WWE
came from? I know. Powder all over the place, chairs, people going over the railings.
And hot babes.
We are going to be talking to the author of a book called Hell on Wheels. This is the incredible story of rookie roller derby queen Cindy McCoy, and Cindy is live in studio with us.
Right here.
Then why is the name of her book Hell on Wheels?
I'll talk slower, you listen faster.
Okay.
Hell on Wheels.
Oh, Hell on Wheels.
Yes, not Hell on Wheels.
All right.
No.
I thought you said Hell on Wheels. Who the hell's Hell on Wheels?
I think we may need to start this show all over again.
It
I've been
is.
sitting next to this guy for too long.
Oh, well, great! Blame it on me. Sir, I can't wait to get out of here. I swear, I need a vacation, and next Friday I am gone.
Are you on the air with us next week?
Yeah, I am.
Changing the locks.
And you're changing the locks on Saturday.
You may not be the only one changing the locks. All right. Terrific.
Man, oh man. The abuse we take and give around here.
Unbelievable.
So Cindy
For
will
contributions, send them to Vegas Unwrapped.
That's right. That's right.
At our cash. Gmail.com.
So Cindy will be joining us right after the break later on. Then, of course, we have, well, maybe we'll have another Doing It With Styles. Celebrity birthdays, dates in history. We're going to do some unwrapped treasures because you know what? In a couple of weeks, Labor Day is right around the corner.
It's the last weekend of the summer.
The unofficial last weekend of the summer. And, of course, kids go back to school here on the 24th as my wife, Robin, is working crazy up at the school, getting ready. The teachers started reporting today to get their keys and stuff, and they actually report the middle of next week.
Yeah, in Vegas, summer ends October 15th.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Nothing like trick-or-treating at the end of October in shorts and a tank top, I'll tell you that much. So anyway, once again, want to thank you for listening. Our phone number, 702-483-4444. Jot that number down. Give us a call, especially when Cindy's on. If you have a question, if you saw her participate, we got some great stuff going on tonight. You can also Skype us at Vegas All Net Radio. If you want to get on the Skype, we can do that as well. So, shout outs. Don't. Well, he needs a microphone. What do you want him to talk into? The air over there?
He usually does.
Hey, in honor
hi,
of,
John is talking.
In honor of Cindy being here
Yes.
tonight, I want to give a shout out to our friends and listeners down under.
Yes.
Josephine, Craig,
Stella.
Stella.
That's right. Carolyn Milne.
And Snoopy, of course.
Yes, and Snoopy.
Yep.
Yes, our author friend Carolyn Milne is also from Brisbane.
That's it.
Okay.
Roger, out.
Roger Wilco. Who is Roger Wilco, by the way?
He had a TV show. He had a TV show back in the late 50s, early 60s.
Original Buck Rogers.
Oh, really? So in other words, when they say,
In fact, if you listen to the Doing It With Styles Award segment tonight, you'll find out.
So in other words, when they say Roger Wilco over the radio, they're actually talking about a real person?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't.
He's the guy that invented Wi-Fi.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Bobcat really knows who he is. Roger Wilco is a bar and liquor store in North Carolina. Roger Wilco.
A drive-through. A drive-through.
We don't get out of cars to go drinking, man.
That's it's dangerous. They could trip while they're walking around.
Where you going tonight, Roger Wilco?
Where the hell do you think NASCAR came from, buddy? We just rolled. We got places down in North Carolina, man. You just roll right
That's
through
why
half
they
the
can
house.
only make left turns because they got to hold the beer with
That's
it
right. That's why they never get anywhere.
You got a jug of that good white stuff, buddy. I mean, you got to hold on to it, man.
That's right. I'm afraid to ask, but Mr. Cash.
Well, let's go right to North Carolina.
All right.
You like that, huh? Good segue.
Yeah.
Good segue.
Bunch of rednecks all teaming up with a bunch of rednecks.
Oh my
Telling you, Lois and Michael listening to us out there, and wish them well. And at home, Cammie's listening.
Yeah, I actually got a text from her.
You got a text.
I got a text from her.
She's got the girls.
She's got the girls, and she said, "Don't bring Cash home tonight." I don't know what that means.
Oh.
No, she was talking about how the girls also saw the rainbow on their way into Vegas from Elko, so they saw the rainbows as well. So.
Wow. So say hi to my three little girls.
That's right. And you got a little function for them this weekend, don't you?
Kyrie and Gianna's birthdays, one falls on the 5th and the other on the 25th,
Mm-hmm.
so we're having a little get-together this Saturday at the pool.
Still haven't gotten my invite.
Well, you're invited.
I don't want it from you.
Okay, well,
I want it from the girls.
all right. Well, I'll have Kyrie invite you.
Yeah, please do. Have her call my social director.
So hi Kyrie, hi Gianna,
Have her
hi
people call
Braylon.
your people. yeah.
Exactly.
There you go. So hi to
Exactly.
the girls.
Oh,
Hi
my
Cammie.
goodness.
Good luck.
Hey,
What are they doing in my house?
hey. By the way, before we go to
What
break,
time are they going home?
just give them the keys. Let them drive home. Courtesy of our social media support, Miss Bobcat, she posted an interesting article on the Vegas Unwrapped Facebook page. And I wanted to share this because this goes back to
which one?
Well, this goes back to our timeshare days, Mr. Cash. Remember when we used to talk about the future projects that are going to be built in Las Vegas?
We had that South Strip so filled up you wouldn't be able to fit a hot dog stand between the Mandalay Bay and the M.
Remember the London?
Oh my!
That's on the list.
That's on the list.
So I'm just going to share the names of the hotels that were projected to originally be built along the Strip at some point, south or the north end, it doesn't matter. Some of them will be obvious in the name as to what the motif was going to be. Okay, so I'm going to start off with the Fontainebleau. This was supposed to be on the north end of the Strip, a 68-story resort condo. Several nightclubs, more than 20 restaurants and lounges, a massive retail space, and a 95,000-square-foot casino. Obviously, the project went bankrupt in 2009, so the hotel was never open.
But it's still there.
Yes.
Almost done, too.
Billionaire Carl Icahn bought the property for $150 million the following year. Future plans for the building have yet to be determined, but on a positive note, as you just mentioned, the exterior is already built. And since it's one of the Strip's tallest buildings, everybody's crossing their fingers that it eventually turns into something. The Moon World Resorts. That's obvious what the motif was going to be, right?
Right.
Remember the Titanic? We used to talk about the Titanic Hotel.
No.
Titanic Las Vegas, of course. That is obvious what that was going to be after. Xanadu. And we're not talking about Olivia Newton-John's version. It was just a hotel it was planned in the 70s. Xanadu would have been the Strip's first mega resort. It would have stood on the southwest corner of Trop and Las Vegas Boulevard, which is where the MGM is now standing. So that was one that got scrapped. Crown, let's see. No, I'll skip that one for interest of time. From Big Ben to the Bay.
Right.
The 535-foot tall London resort and casino planned to feature Big Ben, Tower Bridge replica, along with 2,000-plus rooms, 90,000-square-foot casino with the big observation wheel. Remember that, Mr. Cash?
Yep.
It would have either stood across from the Luxor or in the current Fontainebleau's location. So that was gone. How about this one? I remember this one. How about the Star Trek Enterprise Casino? Their Star Trek-themed hotel was supposed to have been part of it, an Elvis-themed hotel, Harley-Davidson hotel. I remember this one, and I was praying it was going to come in. WWF-themed hotel. It was supposed to be the old Debbie Reynolds hotel. They actually bought the property.
I remember they
remember
bought
that?
the property.
They actually bought the property and then sold it less than a year later because then at that point they realized it was not a direction they wanted to go. And then the rival company WCW actually bought space in the Tropicana and they opened up a WCW-themed restaurant and tried to bring a little wrestling in there, which of course failed about a year later. And then here was another favorite of mine. I'll end with this before we go to break. How about an Addams Family-themed hotel?
Oh, that would be cool.
Remember that one?
Yeah.
So that's another one.
As long as it had a Carolyn Jones lookalike.
Exactly.
Here's the one I remember the best, and it was the one where they were going to have not only a water park attached to it, but also a dome.
Indoor dome.
For
Right.
skiing.
Yep.
And they were going to bring in, they were going to make snow, and they were going to have a mountain, and you could actually ski from the top of this hill right into the pool area.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Man,
that was supposed to be on that south end,
and
right next to the London
was
Resort.
To have the
Disney,
big
right?
resort with another water park.
Now there are two hotels that TV depicted as part of the Las Vegas landscape.
Montecito
was one of them, and I got caught once with a customer. This was the time we used to travel out of the Jockey Club, drive down to the property, and then drive back up.
She wanted to know where it was.
Right. And I'm thinking to myself in the car, I'm thinking, Montecito. Because I never watched really the show, so I couldn't place it. And they finally let me off the hook that it was part of the show. And then another one, the Red Dragon, which was a hotel themed in Rush Hour 2, in the Rush Hour 2 movie,
right? Which
also was a fake hotel. But many people thought by watching these shows that those hotels actually existed. Now, I'm sure they were themed and thought of after a current hotel, So there was planning around that, but these hotels actually do not exist. So
really,
it's quite interesting. So anyway, with that, I thought I'd share that. I found that article quite interesting.
Stuff.
It was kind of nice to go back to seeing what was happening in those doomed projects
and how badly we lied about them.
I know. Timeshare people are going to hell. That's all there is to
I'm
it. So
telling you.
we will definitely be in trouble.
I could promise you a view of that dome. I'd tell. Oh my God.
Oh yeah. The water park that would take you through the entire thing. Oh, my God. All right, with that, we're going to step aside for a first break. Mr. Bobcat, if you would, please.
Thank you, sir. And we will be back with more. We're wrapping up this first part of the program. You're listening to Vegas Unwrapped with Aaron Phillips, Ricky Cash, JPEG, yours truly, the Bobcat. Cindy McCoy joins us next in the hot seat. Stick with us. Vegas Unwrapped, live on BANR, everybody.
Gonna tell you a story that you won't believe, but I fell in love last Friday evening with the girl I saw on a barroom TV screen. Well, I was just getting ready to get my hat when she caught my eye, and I put it back, and I ordered myself a couple of more shots and beers.
Roller Derby Queen. What a coinky day.
Who's the singer there?
That was Jim Croce.
Jim Croce.
Yeah,
Oh, that's right.
That's right. We found out during the break, Cindy informed us, 80 years ago today, roller derby got its start. So happy birthday to roller derby. So it's quite a great honor to have the rookie roller derby queen, Miss Cindy McCoy, joining us live in studio. Welcome to Vegas Unwrapped.
Thank you. I'm so glad to be here.
You'll see if we say that when you're done with us. Anyway.
I can like pretty good.
Okay, good. Good. Very good. Cindy hails originally from Colorado Springs. She was a professional roller derby player known for being the youngest person to ever be called Rookie of the Year and Roller Derby Queen in Australia back in 1965. That's like a triple crown in baseball. Yeah. Where this is only 2 awards, but I mean to have that honor, no one's had both of those awards in the same time. Is that correct?
That's correct.
That's your distinction.
That's my distinction.
Wow.
It has never happened, and it will never happen again.
Doggone it, it's never going to happen again.
Yeah.
I'll make sure.
Well, no,
Child labor laws.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Child labor laws and a few other things that help it along.
Right, exactly.
I take all the help I can get.
There you go. Absolutely. It's quite an honor. It's quite an honor.
1965. Let me get down to the real nitty-gritty of this. Over the course of your career, how many bones did you break?
Probably just one.
How many?
Don't say it was a finger, because that will.
Oh no!
No, be it an arm or a leg or at least a collarbone or something.
No, I dislocated my tailbone, fractured the last vertebrae in my back, and I had major nerve damage and paralysis in my legs.
Wow. And what'd you do for lunch?
I went to the hospital. The nuns told me I had to eat more.
Wow, that's crazy. But how many bones of other competitors have you broken? Maybe that's the better question, Mr. Cash.
Well, I don't think I did that.
Not that they've officially informed you of.
Look at that face. Would
That's
you
right.
do
not
that?
Me, not moi. I would never hurt anybody.
So how did you get involved? It's not one morning you woke up and you said, I think I'm going to kick somebody's ass, and the only place I can do it is on a roller
skates.
track.
Yeah, I'm going to kick somebody's ass on roller skates.
I went to California, moved to California with my mother, and my mother took me to a roller derby game down at the Olympic Auditorium. Yeah. And I fell in love with it, and she made the mistake of buying one of those gazettes, and down there at the bottom it had where they had the training school. And I begged and I pleaded, and she finally caved and let me go to the training school.
Wow.
Cool mom.
Now,
Yes.
you were 16 when you won that double award,
Yes.
right, in 1965. When did you actually start?
I was 14 when I started
Wow.
training.
Okay.
And then I was just 15 when I turned pro.
Okay.
And then I went down under on the international team.
Right.
and I skated down there. We were based in Sydney.
Okay.
And then we went to Brisbane for Thursday and Friday nights, and then we flew back to Sydney for Saturday nights, and then we flew to Melbourne for Sunday games. So we had a busy schedule, and sometimes they threw an extra matinee in there. We did a lot of tours. You know, the Australian people were impeccable hosts. I mean, they were always trying to come up with something to entertain us with and have us participate and do fundraising things for them. So it was, I just fell in love with them. They were great. And I got spoiled, I think, more so than the rest of them because I was the baby of the team. I was the young one.
Right.
And everybody always tried to
coddle me
a little bit. So I got pretty spoiled.
That's not too bad. How? Let me guess. Your first time your mom or dad put you on skates, you were what, 3, 4?
My first skates were a pair of those clip-ons, those old metal wheel ones that you went down the sidewalk with.
Yeah.
When you had
with the key, sure.
Yeah, you had to have the key, you know.
And they didn't work very well on tennis shoes.
Not at all.
No, you had a regular clog shoes. I remember those.
You had to have good leather shoes. Yep.
I had those black and white. I forget what they call them. Black and white shoes.
Saddle Oxfords.
Saddle Oxfords that I wore, and that's what I clipped them onto.
I remember doing that, and I remember always because I could not stand on skates no matter what, and I was always embarrassed, right? So I would always say, "Oh, my key is broke," or "the key doesn't work," and anything. And so when we would play hockey, I'd be goalie because I really couldn't move, and I was allowed to take off the skates. But boy, I wish I could have roller skate. And to this day, I still can't.
Do you know how I overcame that?
No.
Took the skates apart, put them on the bottom of a 2x4 with another 2x4 up there with a little. Don't you remember those?
I remember those, but the people I hung out with were not that mechanically.
They hadn't invented wood yet.
No,
right?
Really. we were still straight stone, stone and flint and stuff like that.
A few years ago, they made a movie, and I can't remember the young girl's name. She played Juno.
So Cindy, were you a good skater?
We'd have to look it up.
But
it was about like a 14, 15-year-old girl who got into roller derby, and I just wondered if that just popped back in my head. Was that story about you or
no?
No. Okay. Because I see some of the similarities in that movie and a few of the things that I've read in the book.
Are you talking about Whip It?
Yeah, is that it? Yeah.
Whip It?
Yeah. What was the young girl's name?
That was.
Yeah, her.
We'll have Bobcat look it up.
No,
we'll have Raquel Welch. I get to see her in skate.
No, she was in the other one. Oh, I can't remember.
That's all right. Bobcat's going to pull it out.
No.
Were you a good skater? I mean, no, I'm talking about before you got into. All the kids would race each other. Were you faster? Were you? I mean, what was it like? Since I couldn't skate.
Well, I started out on. Then I went to a flat track. From the sidewalk to the flat track, and did all the dancing and the racing on the flat track. And then I went to the roller derby, and roller derby is totally different from, speed and flat track, and so because you have to learn to stand up on that bank track, because there's a little give there. The way it's put together, and you're like trying to get your sea legs kind of on the bank track, learn how to go up and down the track and stuff. So it's a learning curve there. But I was fast. I could, do a lot of maneuverability that someone that was bigger and heavier couldn't do. Each of us had our own niche that we were better at than the other one. And mine was speed and trying to outmaneuver.
Well, that's why you were in the front position scoring the points.
Yeah.
You were the jammer.
She's the one that goes. Yeah.
Ellen Page was who you're thinking of in Whip It.
Yeah.
That movie was produced by Drew Barrymore, who also was in the movie as well. So, and also some other notables, quite interestingly, in that movie as well. As I'm looking at the list.
And then there was the Kansas City Bomber.
Yeah.
I remember
Raquel Welch.
Raquel Welch is the Kansas City Bomber. That's right.
Yeah.
Now, I remember growing up in New York.
I got to go back and watch those now.
Growing up back east, we had on the local channel, we had on Saturday, I think it was Saturday or it might have been Sunday morning.
Was it Channel 9 or 11?
Channel 9,
Channel 9,
WOR out of Secaucus, New Jersey. They had the bank track, and it was the New York Bombers. Didn't we discuss?
New York
right?
Bombers,
Is that
right?
Right. They were the ones that were based there, and I remember the infield. I'll call it was the infield.
There was an infield,
right?
Yeah.
The center of the track. The powder fights that went back and forth, bodies flying over the railings or getting tripped, or the guys or gals fighting in the middle there. It was quite a trip. Was some of that? I hate to use a wrestling term, but choreographed to increase the excitement. Was that all real? Was there anything that was sort of choreographed in a match? In a bout, sorry.
Well, they call them bouts today.
Right.
We called them games back then. But there were showmanship. There were legitimate people that didn't. I mean, there are people you flat didn't like.
Okay.
And if you could hurt them, you did.
Wow. Okay.
They also did a lot of the promotional stuff. That to try and increase sales, they did that.
Okay.
I mean, that's like they promote the NFL or any sport
Okay.
they do. They did the same thing.
Okay.
But it's all in an infancy. It
Right.
wasn't to the degree that they do stuff today.
Okay.
As far as being involved in setting a game or doing anything, I was never involved in anything
Gotcha.
like
So
that.
it was just a true out and out event. Whatever happened, happened.
Whatever happened, happened.
Interesting.
Other than like some of the promotional stuff,
Right.
where they tried to. I mean, we all got
Like
a chance.
grudge races or stuff like that?
Match
Yeah,
races and
yeah.
things like that. They did stuff to, get interest up. To do
Okay.
it.
I mean, it was a league, if I remember it right. It was a league, and I think it stretched pretty much from coast to coast. And all I remember is seeing people flying when they hit that top bank,
Yeah.
and they went flying over the top, and then they would come out and they would be in crutches and the neck braces and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I remember when watching them, Aaron, it was filled up. The audio. I mean, it was a packed house. What happened to it? Where did it go wrong, or why did it lose its flair? Was it the other sports that kind of took away from it?
I think a lot of it was mismanagement. They didn't have the recruiting, like for sports, they have colleges where they can go to get pools for people to play.
Right.
They get paid, quote, big money to play in that. There wasn't the big money in roller games or roller derby, and there were different leagues, and they were competing against each other. And the owners were they were greedier and didn't have the foresight to understand what they really had in the palm of their hand to make it grow. And
It's a shame because
It's
it
sad
was
because-
very exciting sport.
It was fun.
Oh yeah, it was great, and I remember it on the TV, Channel 9. It was terrific.
I mean, people that's what they did on the weekends was roller derby and wrestling, and because we didn't have the NFL, we didn't have the basketball, we didn't have the hockey back then. We only had 2 or 3 channels, TV channels. We didn't have TV 24/7.
No,
with 200 or
went off at
300
12
channels.
o'clock at night with that
The
big eye and
the test pattern
Right,
and all of
test
that.
pattern.
So I mean, it's it's just the way things have evolved, and there are still some leagues around the country and around the world, like Hiroshi in Japan. He has this beautiful, beautiful bank track, and on my website, I have a picture of him and some of the work that he's doing with young people today with the roller derby, roller games. And he was here in Las Vegas with the Roller Con, and we had breakfast with him, and
cool.
got to give him a hug and tell him to keep up all the good work because he's light years ahead of us. And all the hard work that he does with young people today just makes me so happy.
The website is rollerderbylegend.com. Everything from her biography to Hiroshi K, even where you can buy the book that she has written, photos and videos, all kinds of stuff is on the website. Check it out. Again, that's rollerderbylegend.com. We'll be back with more on the other side of the break with Cindy and find out what her thoughts are on today's roller derby life. Maybe a little flat track
this
conversation.
This is Lauren Jennifer
maybe
Gates with one N, the host of the LJG show I Hate 'Em EM, but I Date 'Em. Watch me on Vegas Unwrapped on the all-new VegasAllNetRadio.com. That's VegasAllNetRadio.com. See you soon.
I'll check my schedule.
All right, welcome back. Cindy McCoy, the roller derby queen, rookie roller derby queen, in studio. We were just sharing some stories. Actually, you know what? If you look up roller derby on Wikipedia, you can find really a lot of the history. As you were talking to the guys about some of the names, who was doing what, I was reading it along here on the Wikipedia page.
This is Wikipedia.
So, I know, exactly. Mr. Wikipedia is here in the studio. So anyway, so we're talking about the game. We're talking about how it's transitioned to a lot of different names and how it was reborn and possibly why it's not a big factor today. But you know, during the break, we were talking about how over all the years the name changed from Derby to Roller Games to Roller this to and I think part of it is
they made a movie.
But I think part of it is the identity. If the name keeps changing, the sport's going to have a problem with an identity.
Yeah.
And maybe that was part of the demise that people just couldn't catch on. I mean, those who are into it were into it. There's no question. I mean, I got to imagine
it was a cult following,
right? And I got to imagine when you skated, especially with the award that you won in Australia. I mean, you were pretty much treated like a rock star.
Yes, we were, and in fact, down in Brisbane, they had the fans that developed a fan club for me.
Okay,
and they would have potlucks. They would take me to their socials and introduce me to their culture and their way of life. They taught me how to drive a car because they're on the opposite side of the road, and they trusted me to drive their vehicle. And I'm like, this is good. This could be hazardous for all of us. And I mean, they just opened their homes and their arms and shared with me. We went out in Rushcutters Bay up out of Sydney with the frogmen. And I remember them giving me a hard time, telling me I didn't know how to eat because you know how we cut our meat, and then you change hands and you take a bite.
Right.
You don't do it down there. You cut a piece of meat, you slap some potatoes on there and some vegetables and
just shove it in.
And you have the next bite ready to go, so you're not wasting a lot of time. And and then we got to we were in a cavalcade. I got to ride in a Rolls Royce.
Mm-hmm.
We were just treated like royalty. It was unbelievable.
Once again, another guest on Vegas Unwrapped, and you may be the fourth or fifth person over the 6.5 years that has told us the same thing about the Australian people and how gracious and lovely they are, and all of our experience has been just terrific with all of them. So
you bet.
We're glad to hear that you're continuing along those lines.
Oh, I am, and I stay in contact with some fans. Because Carol, down under, and Murray, and let's see, and there's Neil that we still keep in contact with. And Neil collected a lot of the pamphlets, the gazettes from the old games, and he sent a lot of those to me so that I would have the pictures and information and schedules of the games and our names.
So cool.
That is so cool. I mean, he is such an awesome guy.
You know what I'd like to do? I'd really like to take our microphones onto the strip and just stop people and ask them, why is Australia called Down Under? And I venture 90% of them would have no idea why it's called Down Under. They'd
You don't
be
think so?
clueless. I think they would be clueless. I mean, you really think that in today's world people think about the equator very much?
No.
Isn't that a belt or something?
Yeah, really. So we're gonna have to try that. We're gonna do a live remote.
Let me know how that works out for you.
Yeah.
Roller derby legend.
Wait. So if you live in Australia, when they talk about the U.S., do they talk it about up top?
Up there. Up top.
top?
Up top.
Yeah.
Once again, scintillating radio here on Vegas Unwrapped.
I have a question.
RollerDerbyLegend.com is the website. Check out all the photos and videos that are on there. Of course, you can buy the book, which, of course, is available on Kindle and also, you said, on Amazon, correct?
Yes.
Or the Amazon Kindle.
Yeah. Well, you can
You can get 'em on both.
You can get it on both.
Of course.
And then we also have an audio
Okay.
for the impaired, like my
Great.
my aunt has lost her vision.
Okay.
And so we ordered the audio for her
Oh,
so
cool.
she could listen to the
That's
story,
great.
and he did a tremendous job.
All right, cool. So you can get it in multiple versions.
Does it have a volume control for Styles?
Turn it all the way up.
He can turn it all the way
Yeah, all
up.
the
and
way
you'll
up.
be happy.
Do you still have your first skates?
No, I don't.
Did you sell them? Did you just get rid of them without realizing?
In
Did your younger sister
2000
steal 'em?
No, in 2003, I finally let go of them.
Okay.
Because I looked at them and I'd had them in storage, and they were so dried up and
Oh, the leather
withered out.
rotted
All
and everything.
the leather was all rotty, and I thought, I'll never use these.
Especially when she saw the bugs crawling out
Yeah,
of it.
right.
And that I sent them off to the dumpster.
Wow.
That was
Okay.
a big mistake on my part.
Yep.
Hindsight's always 20/20.
Yep.
Cindy, most of us have like memories from the past that really kind of stand out in our heads, that we think about certain times or whatever, and it's like, that's my favorite memory of that time. What's yours as far as your whole experience with the roller derby? Do you have one that stands out more than others that you think about?
Well, when I was injured and I had to come back home, and they had Ralphie Valadares, who was my coach at the time.
Right.
He had set up in each town where they had a Cindy McCoy night so that I would have my one last chance to step out on the track in the three cities and say goodbye to the fans. And all the flowers and the candy and the children and the bows on the kids and just all the love that they shared with me. Really, they were like my adopted family.
That's
I
cool.
mean,
That is
that is something that has
Yeah.
that is
Yeah.
something that
That
has
is
stayed
pretty
with
cool.
me all my life, and they taught me, and showed me what goodness was.
Before that
True.
time, did you realize how much of an effect that you had on some of these people?
No, I didn't. I didn't realize. I did make one mistake, one huge mistake in Sydney. I had one little girl that came down every week, and she always had something different for me to sign for her. And we were running late for some reason one night, and I didn't stop and take the time to sign. And she was in tears. She started crying. Broke my heart.
I have a question
Broke my
for
heart.
you from my wife. Cammie wants to know, ask Cindy if she knew Judy Arnold.
I know of Judy Arnold. She has been tremendous in skating. She still is. She's a minister, and she was here in Las Vegas, and I missed her both times because of timing of
Right.
things. But she is an incredible lady. She's we're always sharing stuff on the Facebook back and forth.
I imagine she was a skater.
And she was an awesome skater.
Judy Arnold.
Yes.
How about that? All right, Cammie, I hope you're still listening and heard Cindy's
She's a
answer.
wonderful lady. She's a wonderful lady.
Okay, good.
Since you asked the question, does that mean you can go home tonight?
Yeah. I got.
That was a condition. He can
That
only
was
come
a
home if he
condition.
asked
Right.
Cindy that question.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I wanted to let everybody know that I have my personal
Bodyguard
security
Bodyguard here, yeah,
here,
security,
my,
yeah.
my Navy SEAL, Terry O'Neill.
There you go. Again,
Terry O'Neill, the Navy SEAL.
Terry O'Neill, the Navy SEAL.
By the way, the lightning
Tilting
is
too.
getting closer as
Yeah.
is it you're catching bolts out there?
Yeah, bolts.
Big bolts.
We're crazily got the window blinds. Well, we always had the window blinds open, but now we'll be able to see the outside. So in the couple of minutes we have left, you mentioned you were at the RollerCon here in Vegas.
Yes.
So there's flat track derby out here, the Sin
Yes.
City Roller Girls and all that. What do you tell the girls who are skating today? I mean, obviously flat track's a little bit different. I would think in skill set, like you said, you had to learn how to skate without falling over versus being level playing. But what do you tell the girls who are skating today?
Well, I always encourage them to continue skating because I think it's important, and I think it gives you something to strive for, and you learn discipline and respect, and you're as a skater you're an athlete. I mean, it takes a lot of endurance.
Sure.
And not to ever sell themselves short. And back when I was skating, on the bank track, we went by our real names. Obviously, in today's world, they can't. And they've got to be safe and protect their identities. To a
we know that.
degree.
We know that.
And I just, and they're trying. They want to get it in the Olympics, and they want to do a lot of things. And they've had some setbacks, but they're in a lot of countries. And like my book and my website, I'm represented in 59 countries. 59 countries now.
That's amazing.
That come through on my website. I have. And I have my little flat track
mini-me. That's right.
Yeah, Cadence, and she did a project on me because she read a book. She did her school project on me, and her mom had a uniform made for her.
Right.
She got almost 100% on this project.
What did she get wrong?
And I don't know, but she did the bio.
Right.
I had another bio on my website. And she did a bio for her project, and I took down the original one, and we put hers up there.
Oh, wow.
Oh, how cool.
That she did on her project to honor her and encourage her to continue with her skating.
That's great.
And so to be able, after all this time, to have influence on a little person like that, a young person, just is beyond an honor.
I can truly understand that when I took my granddaughter, who was 4 at the time, 3.5, 4, to the flat track roller derby, she absolutely went crazy over this one gal called the Force. And she was like 4, and she just followed this gal around, and she was just so delighted that the girls would pay attention to her, and to this day she says, when are we going back to the roller derby?
Yeah.
So it's good stuff.
But it's good stuff. It's healthy stuff. You're not sitting texting. You're not doing this, and you're getting out there and getting some exercise.
Yeah, you keep the weight off, I would imagine.
Well, not all. We had some heavy weights too.
That's right. That's right.
That wasn't fun.
Cindy, thank you so much for coming in today.
Wow, what a great...
Thank you for having me.
I understand you're going to be on
awesome.
the Ladies of Pit Road Racing this weekend.
Oh, yes, I am.
So if you want to hear more,
more
from Cindy, tune in Saturday afternoon.
4 o'clock?
4 o'clock. Check
You're
out the website. It'll be a lot of fun.
Awesome.
All right, we come back on the other side. Hopefully, JPEG has regrouped with another Doing It With Style since I spoiled it in the open. We'll be back right after this.
All right, thank you.
And Fredo.
And Fredo.
Absolutely. Fredo's smart. Wasn't she
that was terrific.
Absolutely adorable.
That was terrific.
That was
great.
Just good stuff. And, very nostalgic for us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because that's, and it just boggles my mind, Aaron. You would, I don't know how you remember this stuff because you were such a baby at the time.
I didn't want to say this, but I was 1 when she won the award in Australia.
I was thinking, man, this guy has such a hell of a memory, I was duly impressed.
Hey,
no, but it's the stuff that John and I, of course, we're like a century older than you,
right?
And
finally you admit it, huh?
So you're just going to leave up, right? Just so that it's perfectly blocking.
So push it down.
What?
What are you complaining of?
I'm telling you, I get no respect.
Bobcat, the help you get around here.
Yeah. I'm trying to get you guys on time tonight, so we got to get a move on.
We got 2.5 minutes. I know.
That's right. We got to actually take a break at
5 of.
Wait, I've got the numbers. I finally realized what he was saying. At 55, 54, 45.
Okay.
Right?
I thought it was 44, 50, 44, 40
no,
fight.
54,
Without further
45.
ado, whether he's ready or not, it is now time for Doing It With Styles.
44, 40 or fight.
No opening liner?
No, that was 54, 40 or fight.
No intro?
40 or fight.
That's right, just leave it.
I knew it was familiar.
Yeah.
They're not even listening.
I'm listening.
Because in 2 minutes, I'm going to cancel the whole segment and just go to break.
I'm ready, man. Let's
all right, go for it. It's all yours.
It's your segment, sir.
No intro.
I didn't recognize the intro.
He pushed the wrong.
That's one of those nights.
No, I didn't push the wrong button.
No, he pulled the song up. He's not even listening.
He just threw the program sheet.
All right. So I had a very nice Doing It With Styles award prepared for this evening, and in fact, it was about a group of people who have been maligned over the years, have been thought to be
30 seconds.
Bobcat's going to turn us off in a minute.
Possessed by the devil. But seriously, in all seriousness,
Yes.
after the first hour of the show, I was absolutely convinced that this week's Doing It With Styles Award should go to Miss Cindy McCoy.
There you go. Let's give her a hand.
What a classy lady.
Absolutely.
Awesome story. I've been reading through the book and just kind of at random.
We'll be back at the top of the hour.
Anyway,
just play the
Cindy,
outro.
Cindy,
He'll talk right over it.
I'll be sending you your award. So
Turn his
and
mic off.
Just remember.
Screw you guys. Screw you guys. I'm going home.
Now we're going to take our national break here at the top of the hour. When we get back, more with Phillips Cash, Bobcat, JPEG, everybody else. Hang tight, man. Second hour's on the way.
Want to get ahead of the business and finance curve?
This is Vegas All-Net Radio, the final frontier of free speech.
Views and opinions expressed on this program are those of the hosts and guests and do not necessarily reflect those of Vegas All-Net Radio, its affiliates, or its parent company.
All right, welcome back.
And now,
Our
4K high definition.
4K definition.
Here we are.
Here we are is right. Vegas Unwrapped. From the
Wait a minute. Yeah, great.
Vegas All-Net Radio, the all-new Vegas All-Net Radio coming at you. Thank you for listening. We appreciate it. And, hanging in there with us. Take us with you on your phone, in your car, wherever you want. If you got a Chevy, hey, just turn on your Wi-Fi and turn us on right in the car.
There you go.
Down at the levee.
Or if you have
Right.
a Volvo.
Did they have Volvo? Volvos have the Wi-Fi too?
I think so.
Wow.
Volvo.
Wow.
Volvo.
All right, hey,
That sounds nasty.
you know what?
Volvo. It depends on how you pronounce it.
Yeah, Volvo.
Are you guys done?
No.
With second hour.
You know what time it is?
We want to start the second hour
Yeah,
off
it's
right.
pimple popping time.
It is time to wish everybody a happy birthday. Today is August 13th.
Wow.
And if you are celebrating a birthday today, happy birthday to all of you out there from Vegas Unwrapped, and you're celebrating a birthday with these people. All right, I'm going to tell you right now, fellers, the birthday list is weak. Very weak. In terms of...
The whole week or just one day?
It's one day in the week, but it's still very weak.
It's a weekday.
It's a weak birthday.
Crappy birthdays today.
Huh?
Crappy birthdays today?
Crappy birthdays.
The only-
well, except for these people celebrating them, I guess.
There
Crappy
is
for
one
us.
good one, though.
There is one tremendous one.
Yeah. 80th birthday of the roller derby.
Oh, okay.
What were you thinking, Mr. Cash?
It's not your birthday today.
I happened to catch a video last week. Now, I was not a big Carol Burnett fan.
Really?
TV show. I mean, I watched it a couple of times.
How can you not laugh at Tim Conway and Harvey Korman?
Well,
good
there was
God.
the one scene with Vicki Lawrence and Carol Burnett. It's the
Mama's Family?
It's the microwave one with Tim Conway.
Okay.
And it's just the funniest. You just look it up on YouTube. It runs about 10 minutes, and it's the funniest skit I've ever seen on TV.
So you never saw Tim Conway as the dentist and Harvey Korman as the patient in the chair when the Novocaine needle.
I don't know which is funnier.
Oh man!
Because this one they're all trying to keep a straight face, and
Right.
it's all Tim Conway, and it's a screaming funny one.
I like Dorf on Golf.
Dorf on Golf. Mr. Tudball was a good one too. Mr. Tud the Ball.
No question about it.
Mrs. Wiggins. I'd be happy to do birthdays, but unfortunately,
Let's
for
do
whatever the
birthdays.
reason, I think we've
There
lost.
ain't no birthdays.
I think we lost some connection here, but I can give you one that I remember off the page. Fidel Castro's birthday is today.
No
shit.
way. Is he still alive?
He's still alive,
Whoa,
believe
let's
it or
see.
not.
Okay, sorry.
So
We have to guess how old, right?
he's not dead, so it's not a 2-point
Right,
question.
right.
Oh, here we go. My page is back up.
Paige is here?
Yeah. Mr. Fidel Castro.
Man.
Oh, he is 89 years old.
89 for the
Very
Bobcat.
close. That's
87.
87.
91.
89 is the correct answer. Bobcat comes out of the gate quick. Here's a 2-point question.
Check his screen over there.
I am. I see it. One is black and one has the Sam
One is- the other's
broadcaster on.
white.
That's not black. That's African American.
What's
Oh, here we go.
Hey, you know, a day without sunshine is night. Anyway, here's a 2-point question. What year did Annie Oakley die?
1888.
1888.
God, she was around longer now, wasn't she?
Yeah, she was.
Yeah.
1914 or 1915?
Well, which one?
14.
1921.
1926 would be the right answer.
Wow, Annie was around a while.
2-point question coming at you again. What year did Alfred Hitchcock die?
Ooh.
1974.
74.
No, a little later. 85.
Was he thrown off the train? Or
No, that was one of his movies.
Oh. What year?
Yeah, did he die? 2-point question.
1997.
1980 would be the correct answer. Let's see. Next question. Basketball. No, I won't do that one. Basketball player DeMarcus Cousins is turning how old?
Him or his cousin?
Him.
24. Took him 7 years to get out of high school.
I think he's 22.
My man.
22.
He's 26.
Actually, it took him 8 years to get out of high school. He's 25.
My ninja.
Okay, what year did actor Burt Lahr die? That's a 2-point question.
Ooh. Burt Lahr.
Burt Lahr, Cowardly Lion.
That's right.
Wizard of Oz.
That's right.
1962.
66.
66.
1959.
67 would be the correct answer.
Shit.
I thought if I moved over on this side, I might be able to get. You know.
How's that working out for you?
Yeah, that's it.
Danny Bonaducci from Partridge Family fame is turning how old?
57.
57.
What part did he play? Was he the manager?
He was the little
No, he was the
redheaded
kid. He was
Oh,
the
he's the
redheaded
little kid?
They got busted with the hooker.
Right.
Oh, 48. Oh,
Nah,
yeah, he's on that True TV
Yeah,
stuff.
he's 55.
Oh, you guys are all around that. He's 56.
Ooh.
Oh, that's right. He had a birthday.
That's right. He had a birthday. That's right.
Today's his birthday.
You know how that happens.
Yesterday he
just-
was 55, though.
But we're not playing this
I
game
know, I
yesterday,
was right
unfortunately.
yesterday.
All right, here's another 2-point
Day late
question
and a
for
dollar
you.
short,
Civil rights
right?
leader Lucy Stone. When did she die?
I am embarrassed and ashamed
Say
that I
who
don't
is
know this.
Lucy Stone. Some of our white cheated friends knew her.
1983.
1990.
1987.
How about 1893?
Lucy was back in the day.
Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. TV actor Kevin Tighe, famous of Emergency 51.
And what else? See, this one you won't get.
It was a cop. Wasn't he a cop?
He was, but what show?
Well, it wasn't.
60 show.
Wasn't Adam 12.
No.
Where are
It
they
was
now?
the original.
The car 54?
Nope.
No. And wasn't it about
Dragnet?
the paramedics?
Nope.
No, that was Emergency. That was
Emergency,
That
yeah.
was Emergency.
Rookies.
Nope.
No, it wouldn't be the Rookies.
Squad 51,
You ready?
KFG 365.
You ready?
Hit me
It was
with
the original Mod Squad.
Wow.
Yep. He was the cop.
He wasn't Sugar Bear.
the Maharishi says never drink champagne in a paper cup.
Isn't Tim Conway on your list today?
No, but how about answering Kevin Tighe?
Oh, how old is he?
What do you think? I brought him up just for discussion? Jesus, criminy.
Well, if he was 40 back in the 60s, he's got to be old. 86.
83.
85.
Oh, my God.
84.
You guys actually suck at this game. I don't know why I keep doing this. 71. TV actress Dawn
Maybe
Dawn
we
Lewis.
suck at this because we don't want to do it anymore.
Well,
I like her.
come up with
that's
another thing. Dawn
fun.
Lewis. She was on the spinoff of the Cosby Show, the different world. You weren't into sitcoms.
What's her name?
but-
Who-
She
which
filed a
one?
complaint
Dawn
yet.
Lewis.
51.
Dawn Lewis. What did you say?
51.
51.
53.
53.
I don't even
She's
know who
58.
she is.
She's 54 actually today, so you guys were close. Let's see. You
But
guys.
did she file a complaint?
Why would Tim Conway be on the list today?
Of course, I saw
His
him.
birthday's December 15th, for crying out loud. So whatever you saw, they
We're still
lied to
in.
you.
We're still in August.
I was still in August.
December 15th.
You don't see any snow out there, do you?
2-point question. What year did Don Ho die?
Ooh. 1978.
78.
81.
81.
82.
07 would be the correct answer, and that would be 2007.
Man, we killed this guy 25
Yeah, I was going
years
to say, you
before-
only let him live 20 years for crying out loud. Jeez Louise. TV host and former New York City weatherman Sam Champion is turning how old?
Sam's 80. Sam's 79.
77.
Oh, my God.
78.
He's retiring.
Oh, 54.
Jesus.
I don't even know who the dude is.
He came from WNBC.
No, actually, ABC.
ABC,
No,
and he looked like Dracula too. He was
Really?
he and Howard
didn't.
Cosell.
He was blonde-haired guy. He's 54.
I don't remember.
Not Howard Cosell.
I don't remember.
Jesus criminy,
say
that
he
does
was
it for
Howard
birthdays.
First
Let's
of
get
all,
out of this crap. Happy frickin' birthday if you're celebrating today.
I'm gonna have to show you where I saw Tim Conway.
Please
being
do, because they
78
lied
today.
to you.
Being 78 today.
They lied to you.
I thought it was.
All right,
gonna
let's
be
get the dates in history. Another boring segment that I know that they love doing. What year did St. John I begin his reign as Catholic Pope?
Ooh. That was early, man. St. John the First?
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea.
And he didn't play basketball.
I have no idea. 1312.
1514.
I have the faintest.
Why not? Throw a number out there. That's all these guys are doing.
1821.
523.
520.
523?
1312 was one of my addresses as a kid. I mean, that's where I came up with that
Oh,
number.
my God.
1415 was when I got laid.
The first time?
And the last time.
And the last time. Yeah, for free.
For free is right. Oh, I could say it, but I can't do it.
What year did revolutionaries
Thank you.
imprison French royals,
Did you tell
including
your
Marie
sister
Antoinette?
thank you? What was the question?
It doesn't matter. At this
Doesn't
point.
matter anymore, does it?
Doesn't matter. What year did the revolutionaries imprison French royals, including Marie Antoinette?
Oh, man, I know this.
God, 1792.
It was 1782.
Believe it or not, Mr. Cash pulled this one out of his butt. 1792 is the correct answer.
Vive la France!
Vive la France.
Croissant.
Let him eat cake. That's what she said.
Let him eat croissants, yeah.
But she wasn't talking about birthday cake. She was talking. See, in
Different
the
kind of
French,
bread.
In the French language, right? Exactly.
Yeah.
It was bread,
Right.
right? But the way she said it, it came across. She used the French word for cake instead of bread. So that's why they fucked her up.
Just, he can't remember his flipping glasses or keys
It's been a
sometimes.
long
but a
week.
stupid piece of history like that, he remembers that, Jesus criminy. What year did Carl Wickman begin Greyhound, the first U.S. bus line in Minnesota?
Wow, that was wild. Greyhound bus. The 30s.
Anybody else want to piss off while we're waiting for them to answer?
The 30s.
1622.
1939.
Some time.
I know.
No, I think you're. I think you're right. It was-
1939.
it was 38 or 39. I think you're right.
1914. You're both wrong.
They had buses in 1914?
Yeah.
They were horse-drawn. Actually, they were pulled by these dogs. That's why they were called Greyhound.
Hey, I like it. The Styles is back with a beauty.
What year did the U.S. Steel Corporation initiate 8-hour
And yes, your
workday?
sister did thank me.
No, it was your sister. Something about steel?
What? I think he was talking over there.
No, obviously I wasn't. U.S. Steel Corporation initiates an 8-hour workday. What year did that happen?
The day after they closed. 8-hour workday. 1941.
1935.
1923.
After they busted the Olsen twins running a sweatshop in New York.
Yeah. After the big
boy.
sewing machine fire in New York. Where they wiped out the bad place.
All right, let's see if you were listening can do quick math. Transcontinental Roller Derby begins what year?
1935.
And where for an extra point?
Ooh. Wait. St. Louis.
Huntington Beach, California.
The Chicago Coliseum.
I knew it was someplace back there.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see. We can only do a couple of more here because I can't handle the excitement.
My mother once lived in Huntington Beach. I thought I'd throw that out.
Thank you.
I'll sleep better tonight knowing that.
Thank her.
Thank God.
Jamie, could you take care of that for me?
We have gone without sleep now for 56 hours.
That's right. Oh, my gosh.
And it's starting to show.
The Vegas Unwrapped Telethon.
Send your dollars to...
Where's Super Sales when you need them? Kids, go into your parents' wallet.
Can you imagine
Get $1 out of their wallet.
Can you imagine some charity organization says, we want you to do a telethon for us and, see how many straight hours Vegas Unwrapped.
Okay, so we got people outside wanting to get in, so I'll be right back.
Yeah, we'll last 15 minutes. Oh, my God. All right, one more. I'm going to try to find one good one, and then we're out of here with this crap.
We get a 5-minute break every hour.
Yeah, but the next one, we're out of here for the night. So, I don't have any more.
That's all right. That's
done. It.
Good.
Mercifully, we're done. Bobcat, you have a sports report by chance ready?
No.
All right, good. He's also not prepared. We're really winging it tonight, folks.
That's one.
I'll have a sports report when we come back, okay? We'll do that then.
I don't know if it matters.
Oh, okay. I've lost control. We're back after this.
Hey, he's got...
he's in town, what, next week?
Yeah, today's the 13th. Not next week, the following week he comes into town. Yeah.
It's going to be away. He's leaving the 22nd.
I'll make a
21st after the show.
We'll make a phone call. He actually could. Did you see the thing that he sent us? About invite us to go to Double J's thing, man?
Yeah.
Will he be on the air? Will he come on Vegas Unwrapped?
Coming over here to whip your ass is what he's going to do.
He's going to be out of town.
But I will call in if I know.
He's going to try to get him in studio.
We got to hire a ringer.
That's right.
Somebody for this guy to beat the shit out of while...
somebody else. That would be great.
The only problem with the Jeff Jarrett event, it's a Thursday night at 5 p.m.
So?
Well, we're here.
No, send you on live remote that night.
Oh, set up the equipment and everything?
Yeah, why not?
Well, we have to get permission.
From the studio owners.
From the No, and the Orleans and Jeff Jarrett and everybody else involved if we can do it over there.
Well, I got to come in the morning. I'll make a couple calls.
All right.
All
right.
Oh, we're on the air.
What are we doing? I don't even know what the hell we're doing. Oh, we're doing weird news?
Let's do a radio show, guys.
We're not doing weird news. We're
unwrapping.
Why don't we unwrap some treasures?
We're going sports next.
Oh, we're going.
Let's do some sports.
All right, we can do that. Not a lot going on today, though. You guys are both be happy. Yankees are clubbing, man. The Mets are winners today. All right.
Did the Yankees win? Is it a final?
It will be when it's over.
Yes, it is. It is a final with over Cleveland today, man. 8-6 right there.
What was it?
8-6.
Wow, they held up.
Who won?
The Yankees did.
The team with the 8.
Damn Mets rolled today, brother. They kicked some rear.
They've won 11 out of 13, and they're 4 games ahead in the National League East. What's Washington and the Dodgers doing?
Washington right now. Washington and the Dodgers.
No, Washington and the Giants. I'm sorry.
I was going to say Washington and the Giants. It's 2-1 right now. San Francisco. Yes. Cincinnati's up on top of the Dodgers 2-0. KC's up 5-3 over the Angels right now. NASCAR's off to the Irish Hills. And McElroy, the golfer, that young kid, man.
Rory McIlroy?
McIlroy, there you go. Tough round at the PGA today, man, but he's still hanging in. The price of fame is really starting to get to this kid.
Well, he also blew his ankle out a couple of months ago. So
Tiger 3 over.
Did you see the shot that McIlroy did out of the water to get a save par?
No.
It was from the day before. This wasn't today.
Well, today is the first round.
So then it was earlier today. I mean, he shot a shot coming out of the water, up onto the green, saved par for the hole.
Wow.
That was
Jordan
an amazing
Spieth
shot.
is even par, and Johnson. the guy who lost the British on the last day.
Right.
He's in the lead.
He's in the lead.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, golfers are out there. Yeah, Tiger 6 over, man.
It's 3.
3 over?
Yeah.
That's still.
I know.
Take your money. Go to Golf CBS, man.
Yeah.
Oh, I left it in my office. Lawrence dropped off a lot of the first week prop bets and point spreads.
I got them too. Wow. Lawrence brought that.
Yeah,
I thought there might have been a
no, not a Rich Perez sighting.
Rich Perez sighting.
No,
yeah.
unfortunate. First of all, let's congratulate Mr. Perez. He's being inducted into the Nevada Broadcasters Association Hall of Fame Saturday.
Cool.
Over at Four Seasons.
Four Seasons.
We were invited. Unfortunately, we could not make it happen, and he did recommend that I try to get media credentials, but there aren't any. It's too late. Whoa. So unfortunately, we won't be able to make it. But he put out
nice.
He put a nice post out there, kind of like a nervous post, thanking a lot of people, and he was kind enough to mention you and I in his comments as well. So,
cool.
So
congratulations, Rich.
Yeah, absolutely.
Way to go, bud.
So, and just don't forget us little people when you make it big with CBS. Anyway. All right, so you know what? Let's do a little Unwrapped Treasures. Let the folks know what's going on over the next couple of days if you're coming into town.
What's going on the next couple of days if you're coming into town?
Let's see. Well, I can't do anything with today's date because it's pretty much over. So
unless it starts late.
Unless it's, well, yeah, but I doubt it. I just really like this song by Herb Alpert.
I know.
Taste of Honey. Gotta love it.
And they allow us to play it on YouTube.
That's right, on YouTube. Summer Rock Concert Series tomorrow night, 7 to 9 p.m. down at the Silverton Casino, sponsored by, I hate to say this, but the Comp 92.3. Get out and rock and roll this summer in the Vale Pavilion at the Silverton Hotel and Casino. Held Friday nights from 7 to 9 p.m. through the month of August, so you only have 2 more Fridays to go. The Summer Rock Concert Series is totally free.
Doesn't say who the headline is tomorrow night.
Let's see. Empire Records is going to be there tomorrow night, whoever that is. So
maybe from the show Empire. That would be wild. I hope it is. That would be one great show.
Lay Low Friday is starting at 8 p.m. at the Bootlegger Italian Bistro, 7700 South Las Vegas Boulevard. Check out Lay Low Friday nights at the Copa Room at the Bootlegger. Doors open at 8 p.m. You can cool, chill 60s, 70s, 80s tracks and remixes until 1 a.m. All the best in music, dining, dancing, and conversation. And no cover, no minimums. So all the regular good drinks are available, so go on down there if you want to. You like the karaoke?
I've enjoyed that.
And I've got the tape to prove it.
I know that.
I'll have to pull that little disc out over the weekend and bring it in for the crew. Tomorrow night, from 9 p.m. to midnight, down at the House of Blues, Rockstar Karaoke. Rockstar Karaoke puts you center stage with our full band providing the driving rhythm, the hot guitar licks, and the backing vocals while belting out your favorite selections from a list.
Be good.
Live music?
Live music.
A live band?
Live band.
That would be awesome.
That would be crazy.
Be really good.
That'd be something to see.
Exactly.
Well, they call it Rockstar, so I'm sure people that go there are better than your.
Then they think they are.
Better than the
they
shower.
think they're better
than the shower people that we are.
How do you know it?
I was letting it filter a little bit. I wanted to wait to see where we were going to go with that one. Oh, boy.
That's why
we're already in trouble on Facebook, you and I.
know.
Yeah.
And John is not happy he got pulled into that domestic dispute.
I don't want to be part of your domestic squabbles.
I got to give Facebook credit because over the last couple of weeks or months, they've had a lot of different tests to test this, to find out what dog you look like, what personality you have. I did a mechanics test, and I got almost every one of them right. Car mechanic test, and I couldn't tell you the first thing about fixing a car. I would have no idea.
Did you see the one?
Even a blind dog finds a bone once in a while.
Speaking of dogs, did you see the one where if you type in your last name, it tells you what dog you're most like?
Yes.
I got golden retriever.
Yeah, I saw that. I was about to do it when I had to go on the air. But I like the one that's caused the controversy is who has a crush on you. All right, and so lo and behold, it comes up with Aaron Phillips, and I say to myself, should I post this? Maybe not. Well,
see, if you even have to think about it, it should have never been posted.
And not only did I post it, I've had the most comments, the most likes on any post I've done so far this year.
Absolutely.
So that's.
Do you ever see any of that crap on my page?
That's your
I
problem.
don't fall for that shit.
That's your problem.
Well, you don't have that many friends there anyway.
Downtown Summerlin Farmers Market, Saturday, August 15th from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. 1980 Festival Plaza Drive in Las Vegas.
Have you been to that
Yes.
the market? Mm-hmm. I hear you have to have at least $700, $800, $900 in your pocket to buy anything.
Only if you're going to buy something.
Yeah, really.
Otherwise,
I heard it's not the farmers that you pay.
No, it doesn't cost to look. It just costs to buy. Wow. The market carries organic, sustainably grown produce from California and Nevada family farms, offering the freshest, tastiest, nutritional rich fruits and vegetables. Of course,
I'll stick to Vegas.
There's all kinds of cooking demonstrations, live music classes, and all kinds of other good stuff.
Right.
Nevada SPCA pet adoptions, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Speaking of animals, Nevada Society for the Protection of Cruelty to Animals is a no-kill sanctuary, so you can head down to 4800 West Dewey Drive.
Good place.
Jordan Sparks performance at Fashion Show Mall, Saturday, August 15th at 2 p.m. Jordan Sparks to make exclusive appearance, a live performance at the Fashion Show Mall. She's a Grammy-nominated Sony Music recording artist who has sold over 11 million units since her career launched in 2007 when she won American Idol. And she's also the daughter of former Giants cornerback Felipe Sparks. Did you know that?
No, I did not.
There's a piece of tidbit for you. You like that?
Very good job.
See, I'm full of wasteless information. One drunk puppy wine tasting is at the Silverton Casino also on the 15th. From 6 p.m. to 9 p.m., enjoy world-class wines, a silent auction, DJ, souvenir wine glass, and horses' ovaries in the Vale Pavilion.
Horses' ovaries?
Silent auction to benefit the Animal Foundation.
Ovaries?
Tickets are $30 in advance and $40 on the day of the event.
John, I think he's losing it.
Wine tastings featured. I'm around you guys most of the time. That's why it's too late. Wine tastings featured from Southern Wine and Spirits.
Now, if it's
they
from
carry
6
them
to
around
9,
on those little trays and
yeah,
stuff.
and if it's from 6 to 9, you start drinking at 6, you won't get past 7:30, quarter to 8.
We wouldn't get past 6:15.
You just might be eating horse ovaries.
Lakeside music at Lake Las Vegas from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. the 15th as well. On Saturday, enjoy complimentary live music outdoors overlooking the lake, featuring a different and exciting band every Saturday night in the Village through the end of October.
Tremendous concert last weekend down there from Jimmy Cantrell and his tribute, Johnny Cash tribute show. It was fabulous.
Did you go?
Black Train.
So how do you know how fabulous it was?
It's radio.
Oh, I see.
I know.
Did you go?
No, but I've been to a lot of his other shows.
we've seen him before. Yeah. Absolutely.
And you know where he really draws a good crowd?
Yeah, in that little dive that we saw him in once.
No.
There were 6 of us.
He performs down there at on the 3rd Street stage.
Yeah, on the 3rd Street
down
stage.
in Fremont, and I've been down there a couple times when he's played.
Yeah, try to get down there.
And he gets a great crowd.
They still have some really good concerts going on Friday and Saturday nights down at both the 1st Street and 3rd Street stage in on Fremont Street.
Yep, I love the place, Hot Babes.
At the Fremont Street Experience.
Yep.
3rd Street stage.
3rd and
Street
1st.
stage.
There's
like 3 or 4 different stages down there.
Now that they've moved all the
street performers.
The street performer zones.
God, what were you going to say? Jeez. Beach Party Splash, good for all ages. This is August 16th, 12 to 6. And, of course, it's going to be hotter than blazes on Sunday. So if you need to get cool, go down to the municipal pool, 431 East Bonanza Road. All the splash toys will be in the pool for this end-of-season pool party.
Nice.
Enjoy swimming, games, dancing, treats, prizes, and DJ playing your favorite music. For more information, you can call 702-229-6309.
And girls in bathing suits.
When is August 16th, by the way? What date is
Sunday.
that? Sunday. My brother's birthday.
Oh, happy birthday.
Yeah, he's older than me, too.
Wow.
I find that impossible.
He'll be 75.
Wow.
Right.
75?
Yeah, and he plays golf. A lot. I hate him for that. I can't even walk, and he's playing golf.
All right, and I'm going to end this on this note.
Rat bastard.
Community Blood Drive, August 19th, 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Nathan Adelson Hospice, Walter L. Schwartz Center for Compassion Care, 4131 Swenson Street.
Do they pay you for the blood? Is that one of those? Or?
Community blood drive at Nathan Adelson Hospice, Walter L. Schwartz Center for I don't think we can give enough blood for what we need. Everybody's getting all the blood that we have as we can. All donors will receive a voucher for a 2-for-1 all-day ride pass to the Adventure Dome theme park. That's what you're getting paid, just to go into the theme park.
How's our GoFundMe page doing?
Oh, my goodness gracious! August 19th, 8 to 1. Give blood. Get out of here. We'll be back after this.
90,000 listeners.
Oh, my God. 25 more minutes, fellas. We got to hang in there. 25 more minutes.
No, 20 minutes.
No.
Yes.
Till 5 of.
Well,
and it's 25 till.
Right. So that's 20 minutes. That's what I said.
5, you said 25 minutes.
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant 20.
Oh, sure you did.
1983.
Nice recovery.
No. I meant 1984.
563.
Is it a 2-point question?
Or
is it a 2-part question?
Both of you can go fuck yourselves. Go have some exercise and go fuck yourselves.
This has been the most foul language programming that we've done in a long time.
And we apologize
and you know
for
why?
That. No, we
because
don't.
We don't give a who's listening.
You should have heard last night's show.
Which one?
American Mind Grind.
Yeah, by the way, good job,
man. They're jumping right in. They're not messing around. Yeah.
What topics did they discuss?
Gay Boy Scout leaders.
Yeah, because the Boy Scouts lifted that ban.
Yeah. The chick up in Pahrump who
the one who
shot the puppy.
Oh.
Yeah, and then had her kid shoot it too.
Yeah, to make sure it was dead, D-E-D, dead.
So, and that was just the beginning.
Wow.
Great.
I can't. I think I'll listen to that.
Yeah, it's they got the right idea. They're gonna do
It's
well.
another war zone. That's good.
But there was sad news this week in Las Vegas. Did you read about this? There was sad news. One of our teams in town actually made the playoffs.
Palo Verde?
No, not little league team.
Because they're in the...
I said professional team.
No,
we lost the Outlaws.
The Outlaws, the Las Vegas Outlaws, suspended operations after making the playoffs.
Playoffs?
Yeah.
Playoffs.
So the Las Vegas Outlaws,
6-14.
after one,
how can we make the playoffs?
I don't think the Saints would have been 6-14 that year with Mar. They didn't play 20 games.
I know, but it seemed like it the way they were playing.
So the Las Vegas Outlaws, because they literally ran out of money. Vince Neil basically was paying a couple of bills here and there, but from all the reports, there was no sponsors.
He bailed early.
Well,
that's what I heard.
Yeah, well, he just couldn't handle it, I guess. So the Outlaws made the playoffs, and so they then had to fold up shop, and so much for our radio broadcasting career with the Outlaws. So
I had a feeling that was going to go south.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate, but...
By the way, now, you'll joke around with me, and I'm going to take this to a serious thing.
We don't joke around with you. We're serious with you. We don't joke around.
You thought we were joking?
I was filling out a survey on the Mets website homepage.
And hope you weren't doing that during working hours.
It was during napping hours. And I was filling it out, and at the end, they asked me, do I have any suggestions? And the suggestion I gave to them was that the Mets should be the first team in Major League Baseball to broadcast their games on the internet. New for 2016. And I recommend VegasAllNetRadio.com out of Las Vegas.
The home of their AAA affiliate.
Home of their AAA affiliate, where I am the owner. And here is the number to get in touch with me. I said in 5 to 10 years.
So that call was serious?
And listen, in 5 to 10 years, I said every major league sporting event will be broadcast on the internet. You should be the first.
If I had known that call was serious, I would have put him through. I thought it was a prank.
Do you think I'll get a response to that?
No. I mean, obviously, I hope you do,
not?
but I
think
it's possible.
Okay.
I
hope you do.
Possible, right?
I hope.
Can you imagine some guy that looks at that and says,
"It's not very probable, but it is possible."
Guy says, "Hey, this guy's onto something. We could be the first." Right?
Either that, or he's going to go around the office going, "Look, check this out! Look what I got!" Look at.
You never know.
That's it. You never know.
That's right. It would be great if that happens.
just
or they
see it
take
now.
that idea and go to another internet radio station, which would really suck. But no, it would be great if it happens.
There are no other internet radio
That's true.
stations here in Las
That
Vegas.
is very true. That is very true. Not to the level
I
of what
told
we
them
do.
I'd give them an offer. They couldn't refuse.
Oh, yeah. Everybody's giving offers. Everybody's giving offers. That's great. So far, how are those offers working for us? We have a better
working.
chance at the blood bank.
I hope not.
Oh, my
So you were going
God.
to tell us something, and we were to comment on it.
I did. I was
He
the
did.
Outlaws.
That was it.
Oh, the Outlaws.
Yeah.
That was it. What do you have, Alzheimer's? You
No,
forget what we do
no.
around here?
This is the military section.
That's right.
segment.
It's General Banter.
General.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Nobody
Let's
drinks
salute-
coffee, so
I
that
got an
story's
idea.
not going to do
Let's
anything.
salute Bobcat.
Now, what did he do to deserve that?
Bobcat's done a great job tonight.
He's looking at us.
He's looking
Jeez.
at us. Right. He's looking at us.
Bobcat, I give you permission to cut their microphones.
No, that's it.
I can yell.
1-306-555.
Assassin number one, we need you.
I'm ringing him up right now. Just keep
Assassin
digging.
number one, we need you.
Wow, you know that I've seen 15 people walk by the window.
Did they flip you off?
No.
No, but they're taking our stuff out the other way.
You haven't seen all the people in the conference room?
There goes
We've been
Sam.
sitting in here.
There goes Sam.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
There goes Sam. Oh, my
There
God.
goes my chair. And my couch.
Oh, by the way, I want to talk about a serious note. You know, the last 4 years, we've been really heavily involved with Honor Flight,
Yes.
Relay for Life.
Right.
Okay, and we've talked about a particular topic, but we've kind of more alluded to it and touched on it here and there. But I was contacted. Actually, there was a post on the Vegas All Net Radio fan page by a woman whose name I will not disclose right now because we're working on this thing together about bullying. There and suicide, and sort of in conjunction with the race that you're doing in September. So they've got a festival, a carnival in October coming up where they're doing this bully awareness thing. So I'm trying to set an appointment with her and her team for next week. And I offered for Vegas All Net Radio to be involved in helping to promote it, get our name out there, what we could do, even if it's just go around with the camera and do interviews, things like that.
Get all our show hosts involved.
Exactly. So there'll be more news about this coming down the pike, but we will be getting involved more and more with bullying, I think, as another cause for us. Again, along in conjunction with the suicide prevention, because a lot of deaths are as a cause of bullying.
Now, obviously you're a big guy today, and I'm sure you were a big kid in elementary school as well. But did you ever have any bullying experiences?
Yeah.
Tell us about
The
it.
worst one I had, this was in high school. I'll never forget the kid's name. If he's listening, too bad. Stephen Eberling. And he would rag on me about being Jewish. And, of course, the proboscis was always the thing that got
the nose.
The nose and everything else. And one day it was, it was middle school. It was 6th, 7th, 8th, 7th or 8th grade was our middle school. It was a rainy day like we had here in Vegas. And it was the time of year, though, we usually go outside, and it was like softball or something. So I had made a comment as we were walking into the gym that, with the rain, we're going to need our snorkel and fins to be out there to be playing softball. And Steven decides to turn around and says, yeah, well, with your nose, you don't need a snorkel. So we get into the locker room, and I had it. Okay, now this one other guy would razz me a little bit, but I knew it was playful. I just didn't take it the same way as Steven did. And he was getting dressed in front of his locker, and I was in the row behind him. So I come around the locker, and he had his door open. I didn't hit him. I just came up and I pushed him into that flipping door, and he went down to the ground, and I literally stood over him, and I said, enough is enough. He says, well, so-and-so does it to you. I said, yeah, but he doesn't do it to hurt me like you're doing it. And now it's enough. Otherwise, I will come back here and kick your ass. Never bothered me after that day.
And you would have gotten kicked out of school today.
Yeah, right.
Today
probably
you would've.
arrested for assault.
Yep. So yeah, because of being Jewish.
Because you stood up
It
for
wasn't my
yourself.
size. Because I was playing football. I was into the sports scene, so it was about being Jewish.
Imagine that.
Yeah. So
how about you, John? Did you ever get bullied in school?
Oh, yeah.
What for?
You name it.
Really?
Yeah. I got it a lot.
Yeah.
But you know what? I didn't care.
Yeah.
I didn't care.
Absolutely.
You were able to brush it off?
That's my sense of humor has kind of helped that a lot. I'd just hit him with a club.
I had a guardian angel in 6th grade. His name was Carmine Sirico, and he was one of the hoodlum type kids.
Carmine?
Yeah, and Carmine used to help me out, and thankfully, because otherwise I would have gotten my ass kicked on a daily basis. Lo and behold, I'm watching The Sopranos in the first year, and I see the credits. Tony Sirico, his older brother, played one of
the characters
in the thing, and I thought, holy
nice,
that is so cool.
All right, let's step aside for our final break. We come back, we'll do a little weird news to end the show. The time of the show where everybody realizes we may not be as bad a shape as we think.
We're gonna make it, guys. We're gonna make it.
We've calmed down.
That's what happens when you get serious.
We got tired
This is Rick
out.
and Kelly Dale from Rick's Restorations.
And you're listening to Vegas Unwrapped on Vegas All Net Radio.
We need to have more of those. Like the guests. If we can.
Unfortunately, it's hard. We couldn't ask Cindy to stick around to the end of the show to do that. No. Could you do that in the 5-minute break if someone were here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. To get someone to do a drop for us.
Yeah.
All right.
My production room is always ready to go.
Okay, very
We'd
good.
Like to hear that.
Then we'll make that change moving forward.
Give that man a raise.
Give him a taller seat. All right. With that, it is now
just pay him.
Just pay him.
Just pay him.
With that, it is time to go over some goofy news.
Oh, that. Okay.
Weird news. Here we go. Strumming up the band, Benny Hill. Mr. Cash, take it away.
I miss Benny Hill.
Is he dead?
No.
Yeah.
Consenting opinions. Yes, no, maybe. Go.
Randall Bush, 27, was in serious condition after being shot on July 26th near the corner of 18th Street and Emmett Street in Omaha, Nebraska. Now listen carefully. I don't want you to miss this. He was also shot in 2014 at the intersection of 18th Street and Emmett, and in 2012 in a scuffle after running from the corner of 18th and Emmett.
Maybe you ought to just stay away from that corner.
Where does he live?
17th.
He lived on the corner of 18th and Emmett.
Not there.
Unclear the concept. Overlooked by the roundup of state fair foods listed in the News of the Weird a few weeks back was the debut in June at California's San Diego County Fair. You ready for this lineup? Deep fried Slim Fast bar. 200-calorie diet bar. You ready for this?
Yeah.
No.
Is breaded in pancake batter, fried, dusted with powdered sugar, and the topper drizzled with chocolate.
Yum,
Talk about a conflict of interest.
That's hard to follow. So we'll try this one.
Go ahead.
This one sounds like New York City for sure. Cologero, the planned construction centerpiece of a Sicilian tourist renaissance, is still nowhere close to opening 61 years after construction began.
61 years?
It took 30 years to build it, but then developers fought for 10 years over its management. Only later was a serious drainage deficiency discovered, and repair, of which Rome News said the local reported in July, remains unfunded.
Another reason why exercising could be dangerous, a guest at the upscale W Hotel in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, had to be rescued by firefighters in July when he fell off one of the machine in the hotel's exercise room and got his head caught in the one next to it. Rescuers arrived with torches and saws, but managed to pull and push and manipulate the man's head free, though he had significant injuries.
So they didn't have to cut his head off?
No, they didn't have to cut the head off. The torch would have sucked on his neck. Mr. Cash?
I find this almost unbelievable, so I'll move on.
That's weird.
Not the one with the guy was having sex with a horse?
No, let's skip that one, too.
Okay.
A woman in a suburb of Beijing filed a lawsuit against the China Dragon Garden graveyard recently over her shock to find not only was her own name affixed to a headstone in the gold lettering for about half of the 600 plots were eerily marked for prominent and still living people to move into. It was a marketing plan, according to the cemetery workers, to convince customers of upscale neighbors such as basketball star Yao Ming waiting for them in the afterlife. China's aging population and Beijing's land scarcity have driven up prices, intensifying competition and corrupt practices, according to the Los Angeles Times.
Oh, God. All right, I'm going to go for it. This is under the aristocrats. Michael Crawford, age 68, was arrested when he arrived in Phoenix in July expecting, according to sheriff's office,
You mean he was pregnant?
to have sex with a horse. Crawford had allegedly posted an online ad seeking horse owners who would allow him access for brief flings. In arranging the meeting with the undercover deputy, Crawford had volunteered that he would be bringing 5 shirts with him for the horse to urinate on as memories of his trip.
All right, my last one.
Got to be quick.
Least competent criminals. Irresistible self-promotion. Jason Stang, 44, who became a fugitive last year by walking away from a Spokane, Washington, halfway house while on probation for bank robbery, was rearrested in July in Olympia, Washington, after featuring himself in an extensive newspaper pictorial about a local movie he was starring in.
Oh, I
Stage
read
could
that.
have chosen a more veiled stage name, but since it was a horror movie, he billed himself as Jason Strange, making detection easier for the U.S. Marshals.
Want to thank
That's enough.
rookie roller derby queen Cindy McCoy.
What a sweetheart.
Coming in the first half of the show. We appreciate it. By the way, this is breaking news. Next week's BC. By the way, stay tuned for BCN Talk coming up right after us.
Yeah,
But
this
again,
might be the last good show with class that they ever do.
They might be awful week.
If what I've heard is true.
Yeah, this is true. This is
Breaking
true.
news.
Breaking news is breaking.
news.
They're obviously desperate for guests because their guest they had scheduled for next week has had
pretty
to
desperate.
reschedule. So Becky Stonebarger, their executive producer, came in during last break and said, "You guys available to sit in with us and be guests next week?" So Phillips Cash and
Have they
Styles.
ever heard our show?
Have they? Obviously not.
God.
We'll be guesting on BCN next week at 9 p.m. Pacific time. God help them because that'll be.
If this is what we're like in the second
That'll
hour,
be
imagine what the third hour is going to be like.
I was going to say that's 3 hours of radio in one shift plus what we play.
They
Oh
want,
my God!
They want to talk business when the
No, my God.
when the
All
chains
right, have a
come
great week,
down
everybody.
the
Be
hallway.
safe, stay cool. Be kind to each other, guys. Why is that?
We are
all
Have a
right.
great week. We love you from Vegas Unwrapped.